Present. Pledge of Allegiance. Sheila.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Real quick to need approval of the agenda as presented. Motion and a second.
I'll second.
Joe and Bob. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any against say nay. Motion passes. Okay, we're going to move on to 5A. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting of April 14, 2026.
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay. Any changes, corrections? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. 5B. Need a motion to approve the road district budget hearing of April 14th, 2026.
So moved.
I'll second again.
Okay. Any changes, discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I need a motion to approve the regular board meeting of minutes of May 14th, 2026.
I'll second.
Okay. Any changes? Being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to 6A. Let's see, make sure I got the right one here. I need a motion to approve the road district warrants for approval for payment for June 11th, 2026 in the amount of $140,292.52.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, any questions, comments? Roll call.
Let's see. Let's go. Bob Murray,
Yes.
Joe Botanic,
Yes.
Sheila House,
Yes.
Butch Shine.
Yes.
Okay, and it passes. 6B, I need a motion to approve the township warrants for approval for payment for June 11th, 2026 in the amount of $68,379.78.
So moved.
I'll second.
Questions, comments, roll call.
Joe Botanic,
Yes.
Butch Shine,
Yes.
Sheila House,
Yes.
Bob Murray,
Yes.
Mike Shorten.
Yes.
I forgot you the last one too.
Okay. Moving on to old business for discussion real quick. The Sherwood, we actually didn't solicitation for proposals. I'm still working on putting that together. I've got a base document that I'm going to be sending to legal for review. And I'm trying to get a hold of someone in the Crystal Lake Park District to see if they have anything that they're willing to share. But I feel like what I've got at this point covers the bases. So I've got 3 firms that I pulled off the internet that specialize in what we're trying to do with the park as far as getting a site plan together. I'm going to call up a couple other local engineering firms to see if it's in their specialty and really in their specialty, and invite them to take a look at it too. So more to come on that. Office consolidation, again, I'm going to be coming forward with something similar along that vein in hopefully the next month or two, so we can start to move forward on that. From the supervisor's report, a couple things. I have a payment that I'm going to be sending out for BTI Communications. We actually approved a full bill in April, and I've held on to payment because it was for that camera. And they sent us a bill for $360, and I called them up and said, what are you sending us a bill for? They said, well, to be on call to come out and fix the camera if it's ever broken. I said, well, have you ever come out? Well, we'll get you a list. And when we came out, I never saw a list, so I canceled it. Coincidentally, the camera service stopped working. But because the billing period started at the end of January, they still say we owe $96 and some odd cents. And I've asked repeatedly for copies of contracts with evergreen clauses or that sort of thing. And they haven't provided. The only thing they have is a quote from 2022 for that year's service that was signed off on. There's no terms and conditions. But I had a brief conversation with the lawyer, obviously over $96. I don't want to go into too much of a litigation mode, but I'm going to pay it, but also let them know that I expect them to provide the documentation of the contract that has the evergreen clause that caused it to be paid to prevent it from going to collections. And then if they don't, then I don't know, I'll sue them some way. So anyway, that's what that's about. Number two, we received a letter from the Illinois Comptroller of a fine of over $2,000 for late filing of our annual audit. I've been in communication with our auditor. They filed it, and they had proof that it was filed. So I put it back to them to work with the Comptroller's office to either negotiate for an abatement or an appeal or what have you. And I'll just keep you updated on that. I'm not paying anything at this point until we've got clarity as to what that is. You should have found on your desk an assessor's report that Mark put together. A lot of good information in it. I'm not going to go into it, but take a read. And if you have any questions, reach out to him, and he can add clarity as to anything that might be in there. We are back live on stream with the camera going down. We didn't have video feed in April. March, no, we didn't have video feed in March. April and May are on my phone, and I'm going to get them uploaded once I can get a video editing program to splice out the beginning and the end, because it kind of ran both ends. But this is a new setup, so we are live now. It's a little more front and center. So if you're familiar with an owl cam, so I got a split screen right now. It's me and Kyle because we're the last two that made the most amount of noise. But if you started talking at length, it would pop over to you. And right now it's right here. I'm going to have a stand and the whole thing in the middle, so it's a little bit more centralized. And then the last thing, look for me in the next week. I'll probably route it. Well, I will route it via Kyle. I'm making sure that we're compliant with all state trainings for whatever they think of that we need to have done. So it was something that came to my attention through the county board. The last one was ethics. I think I've got a solution on that, but there may be a couple others we need to make sure that we're compliant with our friends in Springfield.
Shorty, how many people watch the videos?
It's a very small amount live. I mean, the watch count on some of them have gotten up to 40. I don't know who it is, but it's in the vein of transparency. Because ultimately, if it's live, but it's also recorded, so anyone can go back and see what's going on and what have you. There are. I know that there's a controversy right now up in Wonder Lake because they don't even post their agendas online, which is a problem. So I prefer to err on the side of transparency. This is going to be upfront cost between the equipment and the setup with IT, probably about $1,000. But after that, we don't have any existing costs until the camera conks out, which hopefully will not be for several years. And at that point, we'll all be able to read each other's minds, so there won't be a need for a video. I'm anticipating. I don't know for sure. That's all I have. Rob, do you have anything you'd like to?
Sure, you guys approved $140,000 in warrants for payment this month for us. $90,000 of that was insurance. $10,000 of that was buying the sand to make the sandbags, and $6,000 was disposal of the sandbags. So even though we're out there working every day and doing maintenance, our costs are actually very low right now. I believe we're getting the job done. In the last month, we've sold the lumber that we all saw that Les Brandt's cut up. We sold a skid steer for $18,500. We sold a pickup for $3,000. I bought the Cary Park District's 5-yard dump truck. Right now, those retail from anywhere from $230,000 to $300,000, and I bought their truck with 9,000 miles on it. It's a 2019 for 75,000, and it came with a brush mower for the front of the skid steer to be used at places like Shorty's Park. That skid steer can go in there and do that trimming even when it's wet. We recently completed a double culvert repair on Hillside where we had closed the road for a couple days. We had posted it, we had put signs up, we notified everybody that was involved in emergency management. Everyone knew what happened. We finished it in a day and we were gone. So it worked out very well. The speed bump we put in over in Prairie Ridge Road had a lot of accolades as a trial period. We eventually switched it over last week to hot mix and put a permanent asphalt bump in there. Still had some positive accolades. One guy called, really pissed. Cronyism, nepotism, patriotism, whatever you want to call it. All these reasons of why I wanted that speed bump right by my house. And I said, sir, I live at 40 Center Street. You come to my house whenever you want. I live 4 miles away. This was asked for as a life safety issue from the residents there. I said, if you have any more additional concerns, we can address those, but you're the only person that does not like that it's there. So we ran him his name, and he doesn't even live in Nunda. He's just cutting through. So he was dismissed. We're going to move that temporary speed bump over to Red Barn tomorrow. We got the signs up over there. We've had a couple people that have apprehension about the fact of it going up. I said, you know what, it's a trial. If people don't like it and it doesn't have a positive impact, we'll pick it up. We'll throw a little bit of caulk in the little bitty holes that are left from it, and we'll move on to the next spot. We have no closure or settlement yet for the lawsuit, so we're still paying the attorneys to find a way through this for us on that parking lot out there in Steuben Woods. We're waiting on Trine Contracting. It's been 15 months to do their landscape restoration in Villa of Paul, so we get that asphalt in there. Their answer to destroying your front yard was to sprinkle this much topsoil in there and throw a little seed on there, and thought that was good enough. The spec says they have to put 6 inches of pulverized topsoil in there in order to get grass to grow and put fabric on it. So that may go to a legal battle with us and Holiday Hills to get them to oblige by the conditions of the contract. I mean, they were the lowest bidder. Doesn't mean that they were able to waive any of the specs in there. So we're doing a little battle with that. Hopefully we can find a resolution of that quickly and we can get that started out there, the hot mix resurfacing program with us and the village of Holiday Hills. Unfortunately, our boom mower went down last week. It's got a smoke trans. They were talking anywhere from $22,000 to $30,000. A new one is $193,000. I'm currently looking at one. I'm halfway up the state in Wisconsin. I think I have the guy down to about 32 grand. Our guys here got the trans out today. We're going to ship it to a place in South Dakota that's going to rebuild it. It should cost us about 13 grand, take about 5 weeks, but I need to find something in the interim. It's $3,000 a month to rent one. So we found it maybe in our best interest to go up, get this one that's seasoned out of Wisconsin, put it to work. And then when our old one trans comes back, we put it back together. We'll see how that plays out. If so, we may trade one in, we may trade both in and then switch over, but it's a very integral piece of maintenance in the township because it controls all the sight lines on the side of the roads and all the intersections. We already talked, sandbags are all gone, talked about the culvert, closures, wait on Trine, speed bumps. I think that's pretty much it. Everything's going well over there.
Thank you. Kyle,
No comment.
Bob,
Nothing.
Joe,
Nothing.
Sheila.
Should I just say we met with America 250 and we are meeting again June 22nd, and we are making progress with some organizations that would like to be a part of the celebration.
Great.
Nice.
Thank you. Public comment. Motion to adjourn.
Motion. Second.
All those in favor say aye. Any opposed can stay at the table.